breaking news.
We are learning more this midday about a deadly attack in Whiteville. 71-year-old Cynthia Hansen was killed inside her gym, Stronger Body Fitness in Whiteville last week. Police provided an update on the homicide case just a couple hours ago. WECT's Ariana Bertolotti joining us live outside the gym in Whiteville. Ariana, police now offering a reward for information on the case.
Yeah, that's right, Kim. $2,000 up for grabs for anyone who has any information. Now, one neighbor I spoke to earlier says he's surprised no arrests have been made yet. Now, I'll hop behind the camera here so you can see the memorial left in front of Stronger Body Fitness dedicated to Miss Cynthia Hansen. You could see the cross here and the little flowers in front of her doorstep. Now, the Whiteville Police Department provided an update this morning, hosting the press conference. Chief Paul Rockenbach says that they are working with the SBI, Columbus County Sheriff's Office, and the District Attorney's Office to solve this case. Right now, police say they have obtained security camera footage of a suspect running south on North Thompson Street before fading into the dark by East White Street. One of the main messages from today's briefing was asking the community for help. Police urge residents to check their security cameras and share anything they know.
Do not assume what you have is unimportant. Do not assume someone else has already provided it. Something as small as a shadow, a passing figure, a vehicle driving by at an unusual time, all of those details matter. Those are the details that solve.
Chief Rockenbach did also address the rumors speculating in the community, saying that they investigate every tip that they receive, but he asked the community to refrain from spreading misinformation. Kim?
All right, Ariana Bertolotti reporting live for us from Whiteville. We will check back in with you this evening, Ariana.